Hello everybody, Arctic here, and I know this is a different style video than you're used to. In fact, I've only done this once before, and not for the intentions that this is. Nope, the gameplay has no meaning with this because this is somewhat of a rant. This is going to be a commentary style video. So let's do this! Okay, so YouTube, why do you have to be such a stupid platform sometimes? I know this doesn't really affect me so much because I don't typically do anything massive. I only have 2 claimed videos and their content ID claims, and I know why they're claimed. As opposed, let's see. Oh yeah, and I've got one that can't be monetized, but that's almost 2 years old, and I have no idea what's going on with that one. Might be something to do with this, though I don't know how, unless it's the whole fact that I wasn't in a good mood with that one. Oh shoot, I just recorded a video where I was depressed and trying to play a game to cheer up. That one probably won't be able to be covered either. See, YouTube decided to do something really silly. It's been a policy they've had for a while, but they decided that now is the time to go ahead and really bring out the big guns when everybody's like, oh, where's the fair use? Oh, are you fixing things? Oh, YouTube, fix the comments, fix everything. Why can't you be such a good platform? Well, let's go ahead and piss everyone else off. It's not like anyone else is trying to compete for YouTube. No, YouTube's actually trying to compete with Facebook now. I'm not sure if you heard. I'll link it. I think it was the No who covered it. The whole fact that, no, it might have been Phil. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to find the video. But still, the whole thing is the fact that, YouTube's trying to add, all this, status stuff and all that stuff, basically backdoor stuff, so, backstage, for creators to be more in touch with the content viewers. And, well, guess what? Now that they've done this, they're, something kind of cool, they have to follow it up with something douchey. So let's go over this really quick. So essentially, their thing is it's content that is not appropriate for advertising. Now, what this means is content that is not advertiser friendly, or if you go to the page that talks about it, that they link on their Twitter, not family friendly. Not family friendly. Since Markiplier cusses, guess what? Not family friendly. Oh, I've dropped the F-bomb in a couple of my videos. Oh, darn it. Now those videos can't be monetized. Now, mind you, given how much I've made over the last 2 years with YouTube, I'm not really concerned about that. But I'm not one of the creators that tries to pay their bills using this platform. I have a full-time job. I have a full-time job because, well, I kind of have to. All 3 adults in this house have one to split the bills. Anyways, back into this. Content that is not considered advertiser friendly is not limited to sexually suggestive content, including partial nudity or sexual humor. Can I kind of get the idea there? Just slightly. It kind of depends. There is a fine line there. Violence, including displays of serious injury or events related to violent extremism. Okay. So we don't want the violence itself on there, or the extremism. Okay. Inappropriate language, including harassment, swearing, or vulgar language. I think swearing and vulgar language should be tied together, but that's just me. So this really covers the broad part of YouTube. I mean, harassment shouldn't be done. No, harassment shouldn't be done. But at the same point in time, swearing happens. I'm sorry, it happens. Vulgar language happens. And it's very typical that people who are watching the different platforms have figured out who does and doesn't do this. So I don't go to Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or Philip DeFranco or Chris Raygun and expect them to have a 100% clean mouth the whole freaking time. No. So, guess what? I'm not worried about that. Now, if I were to go to a Disney Kids channel, or if I'm sitting there with my daughter watching something with her, yes, I'm going to steer clear of play people that have foul language. But I can also tell you, because I watch enough YouTube, holy cow, that's not that hard to do. Promotion of drugs and related substances, including selling, use, and abuse of such items. Now, this is a fine line. All of these technically can fall under a fine line, but I don't think that we should be promoting, selling, or anything like that. But if we're covering them, and that's where the whole use and abuse, because skits sometimes cover them. And on top of that, I'm not sure what falls in or out of that. Chris Ray Gun seems to think alcohol does, because in his video that I just got done watching, he, covers this with a bottle of Jack Daniels. So that means I can't do any drunk Let's Plays at all anymore. Oh, man. I mean, not that I think I can anymore, since I tried to record one the other day and had an issue with it. Yeah, I got 2 glasses of whiskey in and said, nope, I'm going to bed. So, controversial and sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. So, CNN, NBC, Fox, anybody who covers the news, Philip DeFranco, Scarce, anybody who covers the news or anybody who decides to cover anything is boned there. If you want to talk about any popular events, and really this covers all of them. If I for some reason decided that I wanted to talk about someone having a nip slip, and even if I just talk about it or show up to and blur part of it out, that's not good enough. Violence. So someone gets in a fight. Let's go use the example of the FouseyTube Rice Gum fake fight. Well, that means that clip right there, anybody who used that clip, that was violence. Sure, it's not real violence, but it was portrayed as violence. Oh, sorry, you can't do that. So this, as a broad spectrum, is just abused. I understand YouTube wanting to make their platform friendly to advertisers. But I just had this weird thought that haven't they been supposed to kind of tailor ads to the videos? Are they wanting everybody to be kids channels now? Is the whole thing that they want this entirely turned into a YouTube kids platform? Because if so, does that mean I need to go in my daughter's room and get her Barbie dolls and stuff like that, set my camera up on the floor and start doing that so that I don't get in trouble because I dropped the F-bomb last Tuesday? Okay. I'm sorry, it's getting a little bit hectic there. I'm getting a little bit wordy, but that's just because this pisses me off. I kept quiet for the most part on a lot of the other stuff that they've done because it really doesn't pertain to me on a normal basis. It doesn't pertain to everything I do. And so there's a reason why when we've had like the Where's the Fair Use and all that other stuff, yes, I've had content ID claims. Yes, I've had issues in the past. I've had covered in the past, but I've always disputed them, had them handled. Literally the only 2 claims, not strikes, claims that are sitting on my channel that I haven't resolved or anything like that is because they are legitimate. They are audio from the game that was licensed by the game maker but not licensed for us to use. I didn't know this when I uploaded it. Literally, if you want to know the 2 that are claimed, and I'm not joking, no jokes, no anything, and it's nothing major, I've let the claims sit because I legitimately don't care. It was the last episode of Superhot. Warning, if you decide to stream the credits of Superhot or show the credits to Superhot, change the music. It's copyrighted. And when I did my Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce Challenge with Geometry Dash, which that hot sauce is still fantastic. Yes, I still have that. Well, that was my thanks, thanks for 150 subscribers. The music from that Geometry Dash level was copyrighted. And if you go and look at talk to the creator or even check any of his stuff, talking about it, he says, just leave the claim because you're not going to win a dispute. So, yeah. I'm stuck siding with everybody else on this, on the whole fact that this is just blatant stupidity. This is just I don't get it, YouTube. Why? I mean, seriously, I don't understand, YouTube. I'm trying not to get too sidetracked, so I'm probably going to wrap this up here before too much longer, just so I don't end up doing this into a trailed off tangent. But Mrrepzion had videos taken down. Mrrepzion's videos were taken down, and the ones that were taken down were basically a mix of, anti-feminist videos, which technically, I guess, do meet this thing. But he was also talking about, like, depression and other stuff like that. So, if I decide to make a video on depression, does that mean that you're not going to let me monetize it, YouTube? Because I suffer from depression, I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from a couple other problems. Some stuff that I probably need to get into on this channel, but I've covered on Twitter and other stuff like that, like dysphoria. Ooh, there you guys go, I might cover this later if you guys caught that, but it doesn't really matter. It's a whole thing. I have issues that I apparently can't talk about without having the monetization taken away. And it's not the fact that I'm really worried about it. For me, it's the principle of the fact. And if it wasn't the principle of the fact, I probably wouldn't care. Hence the whole fact I've stayed quiet for so long on every other thing, because it doesn't really affect me as a person, just the people I watch, and they make enough of a point. But this does affect me to a point. Not enough that it really matters, but at the same point in time, it's the principle of it. So YouTube, I get that you want to limit stuff. I get that you want to watch stuff. I get that you want to change these things. And I get that these can be appealed. I get this. But I just really want to raise one little question. When you've chased away all of your creators that rely on your platform to make their living, then all that's left is, basically junk channels, because everyone's jumped ship and gone to other platforms, and suddenly YouTube's not that good anymore, and it starts going the way of MySpace. Are you going to realize that you screwed up? Are you? Just seriously, think about what you've done, YouTube. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this here, so thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening to me rant. I don't think I've ever gone this point on any rant that I've ever done. But thank you all. If you like this, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see if this one is allowed to be monetized. Let's see if this one's allowed to be posted. Let's see if I get a community guideline strike for it. I don't care. Anyways, until next time, you guys have fun. I will see you later. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. If you want to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you're not already a subscriber, it's just down there. Yep, down there. I can't point at it because there's no cam. Haha. Anyways, until next time, guys. Bye.